Hey, what's up? It's Dave again. I just want to send a message to newlywed people. The first one off the rip is keep people out of your business. If you're not getting abused and your health is not in jeopardy, like your physical health, you're not being beaten up, obviously, because that's a different story. But if none of that has happened, nobody needs to know your business. Nobody needs to know anything about your sex life. None of your relatives need to know when you guys argue or what about. Because you don't want somebody who's looking on the outside looking in and they don't understand the intricate details like you do about your newly created family. And there will be a lot of haters who try to get in the way for some of us. Some people have a good support system, but a lot of us did not. Like my wife and I, we got married. My wife was 19 and I was, I think I was 21. I was either 21 or 22. Time goes by quick. That's another thing, another video. But my advice is keep people out of your business quickly. Like, keep them out of your business. The person you are today when you first get married is not the person you'll be later. Like, I remember my wife, she was so young, she was a little puppy. We both were puppies. Like, this was the first time we didn't live with each other before marriage because we wanted to do it Yahuwah's way, the right way. So we never lived with each other prior to marriage. We had got married and we went to go get our first apartment the day after. And my wife, she's a total beast. Like, if you would have known the little 19-year-old she was, you know, she wasn't that good of a cook or any of that stuff back then. But now, at 35, she's grown to be super wife. And she can cook. She's really firm. Like, she used to be soft-spoken. But when you're in marriage, you'll go through a lot of things. Yeah, you'll go through a lot of things that will shape you into the person that you will be. So just because you're one way now, like when people say like, yeah, we want to check out living together and don't do all that, that can ruin things spiritually, especially things that you can't see, but you'll regret. Like, you can't see the spiritual, but you'll feel it. Trust me. You won't see it. Like, when you live together, when you're called by Yahuwah, that's the difference. When you're called and a child of Yahuwah, it's different expectations for us. There's different ways of living for us versus somebody who's secular that have no regard for Yahuwah at all. So that's the differences. And I learned over the years that's why things are tough for me. Because if I do something and I know I'm called and I know I'm meant to be a leader and an example for the kingdom of heaven, there's certain things that I can't do. So, you know, that's one thing as well. But keep people out of your marriage. You'll just learn together. You'll learn, you'll grow together. Like, my wife and I, we've been through things like, you know, I had a doctor, for example, he started off good when I had my first surgery. And then eventually we started to notice he was neglecting our care. So we had to do things that we never done before. Like, we totally switched doctors. But the thing is, he did our first surgeries and everything. But you have to build that tenacity and that attitude where you don't feel embarrassed, that you'll say anything you have to say to somebody no matter what status they're in. And it took us a while to get to that point because we were young and we don't like confrontation. So we like, oh, don't question the doctor. But as we aged and we got more mature, we're like, hey, this is not right. And then we end up switching doctors and then I got healed. But there's a lot of things that you guys will go through. Health is a big thing. Make sure you work out, drink water, watch the salt intake. Watch the salt for sure. If you're diabetic or anything, watch your blood sugars. You know, I was in the hospital for a while. It was just me and my wife. We don't have family support. So it was just my wife in the hospital room. She was going to work full time, get off, come see me after work until 9, and then she would go home and take care of our dogs. And she was paying all the bills. So marriage, the life will test you for sure. It'll test your marriage. Hard times will test your marriage, not good times, because anybody can pretend in good times. Everybody's happy in good times. But when it's the tough times, that's when you get to find out more about who your spouse is, what your spouse is made out of. You get to find out how tough they are, that they stick with you through sickness and through health. Because you're seeing all this bull crap going around and people leaving their spouse for stupid reasons. And then, like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, so just be ready. And, but obviously, and another big thing is communication. People cannot read your mind. Your wife, your husband is not your peace. Only Yahuwah can bring peace. A person can only be peaceful, but that has nothing to do with your peace. You and your walk with Yahuwah has nothing to do with your spouse. They're just a soul just like you. At the end of the day, you will be judged individually, not together. So make sure that you are doing the right thing, because Yahuwah is watching you as well as watching you guys both as a couple to see what you guys do. So, and then try to stick around positive people who share a lot of times the same beliefs. And I also would get into business if I were you. Get into day trading futures quickly. I wish I would have started earlier, but get into it quick. Build savings quick. Learn about houses and business now. Like, learn about houses, investments, business, all that stuff. You know, don't be so quick to have children either. I mean, yeah, kids are cool and all, but just let the marriage mature first, grow good together, and then the kids, because kids are a gift to marriage. It's not like you have to have kids right off, because you don't. And as far as like providing and stuff goes, that's up to you guys. Providing, Yahuwah provides overall. You can read that in the Bible. Because if you're sick in the hospital with the terminal illness or something, you're not going to call on your husband or wife, are you? You're going to call on the Yahuwah, the King. So he is the ultimate provider. You guys both should provide for each other. Me and my wife don't do that provider stuff, like me, the husband, go out work, because I don't believe in killing myself. You know, that's why we do business. Why would I go kill myself all day to never see my family? You do what you have to do, but there's smart ways to do it. I mean, somebody got to work, but not everybody. You can make more money than a job by doing an online business or even day trading. Day trading, you can make more than a doctor. So, yeah. So, I covered just briefly, but if you guys have any other questions, just hit me up. I like to share. All right, bye.